doing what I love doing since I was a little kid.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Wow, Barkley!
A 233-pound man just jumped clean over a defender in the open field like he was hopping a puddle.
Jumped over him. You didn't even think to do.
No hesitation, full speed, gone. That's not a highlight reel trick, that's Saquon Barkley doing what most running backs never do after a torn ACL, more injury setbacks, and the end of his time with the only NFL team he had ever played for.
Superstar running back suffers a season-ending knee injury.
Most guys do not come back from one of those things the same. Saquon came back from all of it, ran for 2,005 yards, won NFL Offensive Player of the Year.
2018 AP Offensive Rookie of the Year is
Saquon Barkley.
And won a Super Bowl ring at 27 years old. So if you've ever wanted to know what it actually takes to build a body that can squat 650 pounds and outrun a cornerback, this workout gets you jacked like Saquon Barkley, and we're going to break down every piece of the system that made it possible.
Second down and 4, Saquon Barkley picks up a Giants first down, finally forced out of bounds.
Here's something most people don't know about Saquon Barkley. In college at Penn State, he set the football team record with a 405-pound power clean. He also ranked third on the program's all-time heaviest squat list. He was 21 years old. He was also running a 4.440 at the same time. Think about what that combination means. The raw strength of a powerlifter living inside the body of a sprinter. That's not an accident. That's a training philosophy built from the ground up around one idea. Explosive power is the foundation of everything. His teammates at Penn State called him a freak. His NFL teammates call him Saquads because his legs are so developed they look like they belong on a different species. One of his Giants teammates, a 315-pound center, said after watching Barkley train, "You don't think he can get any more fit, but he somehow did." This is a grown man who moves 300 plus pounds of human beings for a living, and even he couldn't believe what he was watching. My take: what makes Saquon Barkley's story genuinely remarkable is not just the numbers. It is that he hit those numbers after being broken down physically and professionally. The ACL, the ankle, the end of his time with the Giants after everything he gave that franchise.
Kind of weird for me, to be I feel like the only way, the Giants wanted me.
Most people in that position fold quietly. Barkley signed with the division rival Eagles, put up one of the greatest running back seasons in NFL history.
It's running back Saquon Barkley has reached an agreement with the Philadelphia Eagles,
and won a championship. The chip on his shoulder is part of the training program. The training foundation Saquon Barkley trains with one objective: explosive power that translates directly to the field. Not size for its own sake, not aesthetics, functional explosiveness that makes a 350-pound defensive tackle feel like a speed bump. Squats and hex bar deadlifts are two of the biggest pillars in a Saquon Barkley style strength program. The squat builds his quad strength directly. The hex bar deadlift builds his posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, and lower back, the engine that drives every acceleration and change of direction he makes on the field. Barkley has reportedly worked up to monster squat numbers in the 650-pound range. His logic is clear. If you can move that kind of weight, running at full speed with defenders grabbing at you becomes manageable by comparison. The strength base is the armor. His training also includes what he calls animal work, quadrupedal movement training where you move on all fours in different patterns, building coordination, core stability, and body control from angles that traditional gym exercises never reach. It looks strange. It builds the kind of joint and movement resilience that keeps a running back healthy through a brutal NFL season. Plyometrics are central to a Saquon Barkley inspired training program. Box jumps, depth jumps, and lateral bounds. These do not just build power, they train the nervous system to apply strength fast. That gap between having strength and expressing it explosively is what separates a good athlete from a great one. For a back who needs to go from a dead stop to full speed in 2 steps, that is the whole game. He also drills agility ladders, cone work, and change of direction footwork because every carry he takes involves at least one cut, and the cut is where games are won or lost. A Saquon style session should start with dynamic stretching and light cardio, then end with static stretching, mobility work. That bookending matters. It helps prepare the body before high output training and helps bring the system back down afterward. During the off season, he has worked with performance coaches who understand that running back training is not about one great workout. It is about sustaining power through a long season. Not one great game, not one great month. The standard is being able to stay explosive from preseason through the playoffs. The Diet Barkley's nutrition follows a simple performance mindset. Food is fuel. He treats his body like a performance machine and feeds it accordingly. His reported staples are lean protein like chicken, steak, and fish, paired with complex carbs like brown rice, sweet potatoes, quinoa, and oatmeal. Healthy fats from foods like avocado, nuts, and olive oil can round out the day, while fruits and vegetables support recovery, micronutrients, and overall performance. A simple Barkley-style breakfast can be built around a protein smoothie, fruit, plant-based protein powder, healthy fats, blended and done. Fast, effective, repeatable. The bigger lesson is that breakfast does not need to be complicated. It just needs to support the training. Over time, Barkley's approach became less about eating for fun and more about eating for output. Not extreme restriction, just a consistent shift toward food that actually does something for the body. For a player absorbing heavy contact all season, recovery nutrition is not optional. It helps determine whether he shows up at full capacity on Sunday or shows up running on empty. How to apply this to your training: you do not need to squat 650 pounds or run a 4.440 to use what Saquon Barkley does. You need the principles. Start with compound lower body work 2 to 3 days a week. Squats, deadlifts, hip hinges, lunges, and step-ups all build the foundation. Keep most of the work in the 8 to 10 rep range. Start light and add weight progressively as the movement becomes solid. Do not skip compound lifts in favor of only machines or isolation work. The compound movements are where the real strength gets built. Add 1 to 2 explosive sessions per week. Start with box jumps, step up to the box, step down, reset, build the pattern before you chase the height. Add lateral bounds and broad jumps as you gain confidence. You are training your nervous system here, not just your muscles. Keep the reps low and the intent high. Warm up before every session with dynamic movement. Leg swings, hip circles, bodyweight squats, and light jogging all help get the hips, knees, ankles, and nervous system ready. The goal is simple. Prepare the body before asking it to produce force. For nutrition, follow a Barkley-inspired framework. Protein and vegetables at most meals, complex carbs timed around training, and junk food minimized. No gimmicks, no 30-day challenges, just consistent, clean fuel applied over time. The lesson Saquon Barkley teaches is not really about squats or power cleans or plyometrics. It is about showing up after you have been torn apart, literally and figuratively, and doing the work anyway. He did it when his knee gave out. He did it when his ankle gave out. He did it when his time with the Giants ended, and he came back better than before. If you want to see how other athletes built their bodies, the other videos on this channel break a new celebrity physique every few days, different sports, different body types, same principles every time. Now go get to work.